Welcome to the first episode of our brand new Twitter show, Gybe Talking, coming to you every Thursday. It's going to be your one-stop shop for all the week's action, the best knockdown, the biggest waves, and all the drama from the racecourse. Plus, of course, your chance to join in the conversation as well. Send us your thoughts at Volvo Ocean Race and use the hashtag Volvo Ocean Race. And here's a quick look at what's coming up. Whether you know anything about the race, if you know every Whitbread winner from 1973, or if you're a complete nautical newbie, we have got everything about the toughest test of a team in professional sport condensed into just 60 seconds.
This is the Volvo Ocean Race, the story of a 45-year obsession, sailing's iconic race around the world, the ultimate test of a team, and the place where elite sport meets human adventure. In 12 editions dating back to 1973, just over 2,000 sailors have competed. 5 have paid the ultimate price in search of glory. Their stories are a reminder of the physical and mental challenges that competitors face. The race began with moments of calm amid the chaos, an adventure for pioneers and dreamers, as well as the world's best sailing talent. But it quickly came to define professional sport's relentless search for marginal gains. Race legend has it that sailors would snap toothbrushes in half just to save a little weight, and one skipper made all crew members have their appendix removed before sailing. With up to 10 sailors packed into 65 feet of carbon fiber for weeks on end, in a race that lasts almost 9 months, it's an adventure that borders on a psychological experiment.
Well, now we're all caught up in the race. It's your chance to get creative. We are running a little competition here. For this picture, Liz Wardley on Turn the Tide on Plastic, and we want you to think of the best caption possible. We're going to be retweeting the best ones over the next 6 days on our feed. So let's start hearing your thoughts. We're looking for things like this. Literally me in any inappropriate, funny situation. When the teacher makes a joke that's not funny, but you need to pass the class. When your boss makes a terrible joke, but you need that promotion. And then I said, it's not you, it's me. So get sending us your ideas now then. In case you missed it, these are the top 5 moments of the last week. A very wet ride for the Dutch boat, Team Brunel. Nowhere to hide. Bianca Cook on Turn the Tide on Plastic, very excited about coming home to Auckland. Team Axonabel and a rather beautiful sky to wrap up the day. Amazing sights of the natural wonders for Turn the Tide on Plastic. Blair Tuke on board MAPFRE having a cheeky look at what Dongfeng race team are up to. Out in the middle of the ocean and just meters between them. It's been an interesting week so far, but do not forget we've got a caption competition running, hashtag Volvo Ocean Race, and we've got Nacho here. Now, Nacho, you're the Spanish media manager, and you've got a little bit of a prize for us.
Yes, I have stolen something visiting the containers of MAPFRE, and it's a really, I think, a spectacular way to start this because it's an official polo of MAPFRE, I can say the leader of the overall in the Volvo Ocean Race, signed by one of his stars, Blair Tuke, and I think it's a good way to begin with that, no?
Yeah, absolutely. and Blair Tuke, of course, the hometown hero, because we're going into Auckland, very much an Auckland boy, and a big signing for MAPFRE.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy to improve a crew like Xavi Fernandez, Joan Vila, winners of the Ocean Race, 5 editions at his back, but Blair did it and did it really well. He fits really well in a really complicated bench of guys, and people is really proud to have him on board.
And then we're talking about, when you talk about a good lineup for MAPFRE, for Spain, this is the best lineup that we have seen from Spain for many years. I mean, you're feeling pretty confident here.
Yeah, I think so. They are really experienced, they are really strong-minded, and they are showing that a Board 65 is a really fast boat.
All right, well, listen, if you want to see more of Nacho and you are, a native a Spanish speaker, and of course you want to watch the very unbiased Spanish show, very neutral in its support for MAPFRE, of course, you can do so. Now, how do they find that show?
We have it on the Twitter Spanish account, that is Volvo Ocean Race E, and we later in all the platforms that you can replace and find all the information about this amazing Volvo Ocean Race in Spanish as well.
All right, well, there you go. Now, if you disagree, if you don't think that MAPFRE are the towering height of perfectly lined up sailors, then you can join in the conversation. Hashtag Volvo Ocean Race. And do not forget, this is the prize for the Caption competition for that picture of Liz Wardley. But now we're moving on to something a little bit different. Annie Lush from Team Brunel had to step off from this leg, a little bit of a chance to recover from an injury, but no let up in the pressure. We put her through a couple of paces.
Yeah, I'm here in Alicante. It's nice and sunny, but I'm a little bit nervous because the guys here have asked me to do some kind of challenge. Apparently it involves both tying knots and using my brain. I'm not sure I can do those at the same time. So we're going to see how it goes. The best thing is though, I get to nominate who I go up against afterwards. Nervous, petrified.
Timer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Annie,
A stiff rope.
name 3 oceans.
Atlantic, Pacific, Southern.
You're not allowed to look. Spell Brunel backwards.
L-E-N-U-R-B.
What year was the first Volvo Ocean Race?
Volvo Ocean Race.
First Volvo or Whitbread race?
All Whitbread, okay. 1978? 7, I don't know.
What's your favourite animal?
Elephant.
Make the noise that an elephant makes. Saturday brunch or Sunday roast?
Saturday brunch, definitely. After Friday night.
Coffee or tea?
Whoa, that's a hard one. Coffee on board.
Who's the smelliest crew member on Brunel?
That'd be telling, but I'm going to have to say it's Pete.
Name 3 parts of a Volvo Ocean 65 boat that begin with B.
Bow. Oh no, this is, I can't think, I'm trying to tie a knot. The boat.
5 seconds.
I can't think of the thing. Bunk.
We'll take that one, I think.
Yeah, I was struggling with the knot tying there. We'll see. I'm confident. I think I've done all right.
That's a pretty good effort for a start.
Yeah, I think it was a good effort. I think I forgot that I was supposed to be knot tying about halfway through, and I got a bit too focused on the questions. I probably should nominate the person I think would be the most useless. She might be a bit useless, but I think it would just be the most comedy. So I'm going to nominate Libby Greenhouse. I mean, obviously as a navigator, she's not doing much on deck, so maybe her knot tying needs a bit of practice. Come on, Libs, give it your all, but watch out. I mean, you're quite short, so it's going to be a struggle tying those knots. I'm Annie Lush, and this is Sorry, Not Sorry.
This is the part of the show where we nominate 4 sailors who have given it their all or have done otherwise an incredible performance out on the ocean wave. First up, we have Juan Villa, who, well, he's at the back of the fleet at the moment, but so maybe he hasn't given it his all. However, he's clearly suffering the consequences. You can see that he's out there studying every single wave and every cloud for a puff of wind. And so he's doing everything he can to get MAPFRE overall race leaders back in the hunt. Navigator Libby Greenhouse and indeed Dave Witt have been driving their black boat off on a completely different strategy. They've always been the black sheep out on the water, and again this leg they have split from the fleet and they have been going boldly where no other boat would dare. At the moment they're up at the front of the fleet and it seems to be working well for them. Next up is Carlo Husman, bowman extraordinaire. At the very front of the boat, the pointy end is where a lot of the action happens, and it's brutal, frankly. You can see here that it's a nice sunny day, but there's lots of water, lots of danger actually, and he's having to work really, really hard. And then finally, staying with the wet theme, Brad Ferrand on Team Ax Nobel. Well, you can see that he is completely soaked to the skin, and that's due to well, perspiration because it's 40 degrees under the doldrum sun, but also whenever they get a breath of wind, the boat is just firing waves at them non-stop. As you can see, inside the boat is wet as well, and he's going to have to use baby cream if he wants to avoid spotty yachty botty.
Get voting in the Twitter poll. We're going to be launching it after this show at Volvo Ocean Race. And also, don't forget, enter our caption competition. Liz Wardley on Turn the Tide on Plastic needs your help. Get creative. Use the hashtag Volvo Ocean Race. Now then, something a little bit different. Hearing from the sailors themselves. Conrad Coleman has more.
Welcome to the crew communicator. Welcome to the crew communicator. Blooper! Welcome to the Crew Communicator Corner, the segment where we bring you the shots taken directly by the sailors themselves. They all have devices on board where they can take selfies, they can send tweets, and they can give you the raw, unfiltered story of the Volvo Ocean Race. This story is not going via an OBR, via the editorial team here in the Volvo Ocean Race headquarters, directly from the sailors to you at home. Anyway, let's have a look at the best of the best of the last couple of days. And going forwards, Nikolai on AkzoNobel. Well, he says that he's been watching way too much Netflix and that's why he's got red eyes, but frankly getting sprayed in the face for days on end is a pretty brutal way to look after your skin, so he'll have to be sure to moisturize going forwards. Big thumbs up from Francesca Klapšić. Happy Valentine's Day. My love date for today is the ocean. Not bad. 3,500 miles to go. Auckland, can't wait to see you. If Sir Mix-a-Lot likes big butts and he cannot lie, well, you know, Francesca Klapšić has gone even bigger. The ocean has a hell of a booty. Moving on, Nikolai on AkzoNobel again. Well, he has a brutal farmer tan. Coming out of the doldrums, you know, you have to be really careful with the sun because it's not like you're sitting on a beach sipping a pina colada. You're out under the sun for, you know, potentially 18 hours a day, and clearly it's not doing anything good for his personal fashion. Bianca Cook, on the other hand, beautiful shot of a pretty spectacular sunset. You know, that one of the things here in the Volvo Ocean Race that we constantly fight back against is the fact that all of you at home think that the sailors are just out there looking at the sun and the stars and having a nice day. But actually, we know that they do get sprayed in the face and they get their brains baked in their skulls when going through the doldrums. So it is actually nice that they do have the occasion to look at these beautiful sunsets, and it's one of the favorite things that I enjoy when I'm out there. Even in these hot conditions, they're still getting wet and soggy, and so it's nice to see Dekafari getting a hug, maybe a bit of a chin up from Liz Wardley on board. You know, one of the things that's really marked me about this boat is the fact they just have an incredible sense of humor and really good camaraderie, so soggy hugs all around. And then finally, one last splashy shot from Henry Bombi. He said that he just came off wash and he's wetter than an otter's pocket. Kind of get what he's saying there, but last time I checked, otters don't have pockets, buddy. So look for another example. Anyway, we'll be back again next week with all of the latest content from Twitter and other social media direct from the boats.
Now don't forget, join in the conversation, use the hashtag Volvo Ocean Race. We want to hear from you about who you think's performing well, who's not, and what are your best moments of the race so far. And there's going to be a lot to look forward to over the next couple of days. The leg is winding down. We're going to see the finish line in Auckland in the next few days. Keep your eyes peeled for the quick fixes, plus the live coverage of the import race in Auckland itself. This has been Gybe talking. We'll see you later.